Alright, what's the crack? What's the crack? Here for GWA low tier finals against Crep. She's gonna kind of tear this season. She did bring the fucking knock towel. Oh, I knew it. She's done kind of a tear this season, so we'll see if we're able to do anything to put a stop to that. I somehow managed to dodge her in the regular season. I'm actually very, very shocked by this team comp. Well, not very, very shocked. Like, pretty much the six that I thought were coming were Torterra, Tatsu, him on top, Muck, I believe, what else was there? Spiritomb, and what was the last one that I was sure she'd bring? Oh, Tauros. Yeah, there's no Tauros. That's actually kind of insane. I was really expecting this Life or Breaker Tauros. Against this team, I actually think you're a fine lead. I was so worried about that knock towel as well. And then she fucking brought the knock towel, like... I was saying, like, oh, surely she doesn't bring knock towel, but I was like, knock towel's kind of low-key spooky. And then she brought the knock towel, so... yeah, good luck, have fun to Crep. Right, let's get it. I was very tempted to lead Jolteon because if she does just lead off with the knock towel, it's really annoying. But yeah, this is my first time being in a finals since MLC Season 3. This is like my third Muck lead. Okay, interesting. She's probably just going to fire off a knockoff here. I do really want... I wouldn't mind some damage on this Muck. God, the battle actually do look amazing on this. Yeah, she's probably just firing off a knockoff here. So I think I'm fine with just you turning out. I would really love to get some Earthquake damage off in this thing. But I really don't want like my only response to that fucking knock towel to be to be taken out so quickly. Even though Muck is very annoying for my team. Yeah, I'm just gonna U-turn. We do about 8-ish%, it looks like. Muck. Probably won't do the 10th enough of that damage, yeah. Like I'm expecting just kind of max bit FAV for Clawitzer. But even then doesn't do a great job of checking it. I'm just going to go out to Quillfish here on the expected knock, because I don't really have a better pivot. And also, she kind of just fires off a poison move, I'm kind of done for, so... She could also be Mudshot. But I don't know if she'd bring it. Knock, yeah. Makes sense. So these are Eviolite, but I'm kind of less pressed about that. She's Black Sludge, okay. I'm kind of less pressed about losing Eviolite since, Since Tauros isn't here. Since Tauros isn't here, I'm less pressed about it. It does make Hitmontop a bit more of an issue, but I still think it's manageable. Do I want to taunt this thing, or do I want to just get up my own spikes? I could also Toxic. Either like the Hitmontop or the Torterra could be a likely switch here. I don't know if she'll stay in and let me get damage on this thing. She probably will. I'm just going to put T-Spikes. I think if I'm getting up a spike, it'll force Tatsu to spin later on, which I'm fine with. I probably could have taunted to prevent T-Spikes, but I don't think it's a huge issue since I can drop Quillfish in. She's Curse. Okay, she's Curse. So I should have taunted. Curse Muck, interesting. She's just back at neutral now, so I'm fine with this. We'll just taunt this thing now. I kind of do wish I taunted the first turn, but it's whatever. Drain Punch. Okay. So I don't have to fear T-Spikes at least. Since she's Curse 3 attacks. Well, I assume she's a poison move last anyway. I think if I'm just firing off a Crunch, or do I even want to? This Muck is a little bit annoying. More so because I'm probably just going to have to sack my Quillfish to this thing. But I think that's fine. We'll just crunch. We have the potential for defense drops. Drain Punch again. We're not going to gain much ground in terms of actually wearing this thing down. But we will be slowly but surely getting chip on it. And like I said, any defense drops are appreciated, and also I can crit. It is kind of an awkward position though, because I can't really bring anything in for free on this thing. Especially since anything I do bring in, I could like make a risky switch on the Clawitzer. But if I do, then I'm risking Poison Touch, and I really do not want this thing to get poisoned. I'm really surprised by this Muck set. What is it then? Spidef Noctowl maybe? It could be Spidef Noctowl. Okay. We'll crunch again. There's not really much else I can do in this situation. So we're probably going to end this with Muck at about like 40-ish% maybe. Shook off the Taunt. I don't think she'll go for another Curse. Since she knows I can reapply Taunt, so I'm just going to go for another Crunch. There's a defense drop anyway. The Drain Punch. We do live another, which is good. How much do I want to save Quillfish? It's really only useful for Hitmontop at this stage, and even though Hitmontop is definitely a threat, especially if it's Technotop, I think just staying in and crunching this thing is my best option. And then we can kind of drop in Clawitzer. Drain Punch again. We actually have the potential to live another, which is good. So we're getting Muck lower than I thought. I think this is a worthwhile trade on my part though. Because like I said, I kind of value Quillfish a bit less when I didn't see Tauros. Again, it is kind of annoying for Hitmontop, but I think we can deal with it. Curse. Okay. That's fine. Clawitzer can always come out and revenge this thing. Because... let me just double check my calc. Yeah, fully Spidef Muck takes 50 to 59. So I actually do need to make sure that I crunch to keep this thing below half. Drain Punch. Alright. So I pretty much trade Quillfish for Spike and damage on Muck. Which I think is fine, because she's pretty much forced to sack Muck now. Because there really is no Dragon Pulse switch in. Like, Magneton can switch in, but even Eagle-Eye Magneton takes a shit ton. And I'd much rather lock myself into Dragon Pulse than lock myself into... Then lock myself into Water Pulse with Tatsu around. So yeah, we can just pound Dragon Pulse now. What was I going to say? Hitmontop can definitely still be an issue. Like, once my Eevee got knocked off, I knew Hitmontop was going to be a bit more of an issue. But pretty much there wasn't that much counterplay on my team to Hitmontop, to be honest. Like, even my Ghost type, Palosan, gets absolutely annihilated by Triple Axle, so... it is what it is. So yeah, she'll either sack off Muck, or something's going to take a huge chunk off of this. She sacks off Muck. That is fine. Unless she has Shadow Sneak, we don't really have anything to fear. But I doubt she's last move Shadow Sneak. She definitely could be, but I just don't think it's likely. Yeah, alright, cool. So Clawitzer is able to pick off Muck. Would she know that I'm specs from that calc? Possibly not. I could just be modest. I could just be like modest Dragonfang or something. Officially. Okay, Tatsu comes out. That's fine. Probably just spins. But even still, I really don't want to risk that, so I'm going to go out to Kamala. Like, I really do not want to risk my win con. Even though the Draco would give me a chance to get in Hitmonchan, and Hitmonchan looks really good. But even then, there's no need for me to sack off my win con so early. Just predicting a spin. But like, this isn't my win con, but it basically gets a kill whenever it comes in, so. And also, like, it's really hard for it to one-shot outside of Tatsu. Like, Tatsu is really the only thing on our team that completely checks this thing. And we see Draco. That's fine. That doesn't look like Specs. I don't think. Actually, let me calc that actually. Because I'm going off of head calcs at the moment. Kamala. No. Kamala. To Tatsu. Yeah, that looks about right. So I don't think it's modest either. So that's fine. You see Draco, I could just U-turn here. I think U-turn's fine. Because I don't see her swaying in with the -2 drop. Even if she does, then I can just get momentum. She baton passes, okay. So it's baton pass, Draco. So yeah, baton pass, Draco, possibly surf spin for the last two. At least I probably don't have to fear a nasty plot, since she is baton pass. Swirl step. That's Hitmontop. Is it Technotop? It's Intimidate. Okay. That's actually probably a lot more manageable. That is probably a lot more manageable. Now. Since Intimidate Hitmontop, I might even just go back out to Clawitzer, because this thing should not outspeed me, because I have enough speed to outspeed Torterra. So her Hitmontop would have to be running a lot of speed to outspeed me. I could also go out to like Hitmonchan, since she doesn't really have a great fighting switch in at the moment, because she doesn't have Spiritomb and Muck is gone. But also Hitmonchan can be a win con, so. And also I do live a hit from Intimidate Hitmontop. Also this prevents a spin, so yeah, I'm gonna go out to Clawitzer. It just seems like the best thing altogether. Choose the lefties on Hitmontop as well, okay. That's fine. Clawitzer. Yeah, like, Hitmontop doesn't really kill me with anything. Things far off a Dragon Pulse here. We do outspeed, very nice. And it's a dead Hitmontop. Beautiful. So, unless you spin on Tatsu, then the spikes are here to stay. Which is beautiful. I'm really glad that I ran enough speed for Timid Torterra now. Sorry, Timid Torterra, Jolly Torterra. Storm Shadow. Magneton comes in. Okay. This thing can't one-shot me. I could just try and take my damage. At the moment, what's Clawitzer really amazing for? Like, Hitmonchan is looking amazing right now. I like having Kamala around as my pivot for Tatsu. Let's see, Magneton. If she's Specs, I do live. If she's Specs, I do live. And if she's offensive, Dragon Pulse actually has a chance to kill. No, she's going to Dragon Pulse. Flash Cannon. That doesn't look like specs. Does it leave you like though? Ooh, just barely lives. Damn. Alright. So now we have to decide what we want to do. We could just go out to Jolteon here. I think Jolteon's actually fine. Although I don't know, Noctowl is actually looking very threatening in the late game at the moment. So I don't know if I want to let Jolteon take damage. I don't know if I want to let Jolteon take damage. I think it's alright. I think it's alright. This could be a big time misplay. This could be a big time misplay because I could see Agility Noctowl actually being very threatening in this late game. Alright, let's fire for Hyper Voice here. It is Scarf. Okay, that's actually kind of annoying. It is Scarf. Okay, Magneton goes down. I mean, Jolteon would have had to take Chip anyway to revenge this thing. Like I said, that Noctowl is actually going to be very, very annoying in this late game because Agility Noctowl is actually very threatening. Maybe I shouldn't have let Jolteon take that damage. I don't think I should have let Jolteon take that damage. But I didn't really have a great Revenger to Magneton anyway. So. Oak Step. Torch. That's fine. We got to Lilligant here. If a Noctowl comes out... Actually, I should have just Baton Passed. Actually. Why didn't I Baton Pass? It's fine. I guess I can bluff Choice this way. Now, what Terra type that Noctowl is going to be very interesting. Yeah, it goes for a Search Trailblaze. As expected, to be honest. Because I was thinking that SD Trailblaze was a lot more likely than IDEF Body Press in this game. I knew the Trailblaze and the Switch was going to be very annoying. But now, what do? We could Encore. Because this thing will outspeed me, but if it tries to SD, then at least I can Encore into that. I think I will Encore. Does hop out. Oh, I should have went for Leaf Seed. This is opportunity to get a Noctowl. Soren. Now, the thing is... do I stay in on this thing? Because if this thing agilities, it can get out of hand very quickly. Very, very quickly. I could also go to Kamala, scout out if it's specs or not. But then I give it a chance to agility up and then I just lose. Especially if it's Terra Fairy. I could Encore, but there's a very high likelihood that I'm faster. Actually, no, I'm definitely faster than this thing. I could Leech Seed, I guess. Or I could Sub. I'll go Kamala. Yeah, I'll go Kamala. This could be a very bad play if she's agility. Moonblast. Interesting, just hard Moonblast, no Terra. Okay. I really wish I had Body Slam in this situation. The deadly doesn't look specs anyway. They did like 20. Might try to set up now. Is spin a play here? I could go back into Lilligant if I'm predicting like a nasty plot. It's Moonblast, so it's probably Terra Fairy. I'll spin. It does a Roost. Interesting. So it's Roost, Moonblast. Roost, Moonblast. Very interesting. Roost, Moonblast. Okay. So Roost, Moonblast, possibly Agility Flying move, but then it has no Calm Mind or no Nasty Plot. At least it can't be Double Dance, which is what I was mainly worried about. This is probably Weakness Policy. Play Rough is stronger, but it can miss. I might just go hard out on the Jolteon here, maybe? Play Rough does a Chunk. Roost. That's 2 Roosts. I think I might go Jolteon here. Or will I? This thing does kind of struggle to break through me, though. Yeah, this thing kind of struggles to break through me, so I'm just going to spin again. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So it goes out into Oak Step, Torterra, that's fine. Torterra takes more spikes damage. We get a little spin off, decent chunk. And we can just freely U-turn. I don't know if this thing would be Weakness Policy. Trailblaze Weakness Policy. I really wish I kept Ice Spinner now. I will U-turn. Okay. So the Noctowl could just be Terra Fairy Mono Moonblast. That could be an option. She withdraws, okay. Into Sora, Noctowl again. Okay. Trying to get Kamal out of here, I guess. Now. For how much this thing was taking from Rapid Spin. I could go Jolteon. I just think Jolteon is fine. It forces out the Terra pretty much. It forces out the Terra. Or forces into our Terra to take more spikes damage. And I think kind of sussing out what this Noctowl is going to be big. I could definitely Hyper Voice here, but I just think Thunderbolt is just way better. Does Terra. So you see the Terra Fairy now. That's fine. Okay, Roost. So we have forced out Noctowl's Terra Fairy, which is nice. It can't be... That's 3 Roosts. I have to keep track of them. It can't be Agility Calm Mind unless it's just Mono Moonblast, which could be an option. But even then, Komala kind of does do a decent job of putting an end to it. And I'm pressuring this thing constantly with T-Bolts, and I do have the chance to para. Moonblast. Okay. I think that's a fine trade. Now, the thing is, does Hitmonchan's Earthquake KO from here? Jolteon. Looks like it is slightly HP invested. We'll give it max HP. That looks about right. Hitmonchan. EQ looks like it does KO from here. And getting rid of this thing is amazing. Because that means Lilligant kind of just wins. So I'm actually fine going Hitmonchan here. Because I should outspeed this thing, I'll live a Moonblast, and Earthquake it should be in range of. So yeah, even if I don't outspeed this thing, I do live a Moonblast. So really, once I get rid of this thing, it's really just Torterra I have to worry about. Does withdraw into Torterra? Into Tatsu. Okay, sacks Tatsu. That's fair enough. Ooh, that animation looked clean. Alright, I guess we'll just Mach Punch here, finish it off. I could actually SD, and then Torterra can come in on me. Let's see. Tatsu. I do live a Draco. Not comfortably, but I do live it. Forces in Noctowl. I do kind of struggle with Noctowl then, though. No, I think I'll just pick up my KO. So, down goes Tatsu. I would have much rather Noctowl went down, but it's fine. Torterra's going to take another Spike coming in. So I'm really glad I got those up earlier. Now the question is, will she double out into Noctowl expecting my Lilligant? Oh, she goes back out with a Noctowl. Interesting, it's Boots. It's Boots Noctowl, okay. I'm fine with just going for an Earthquake here. Roost. So she does outspeed me. This should be doing it around 50%, so I don't think she'll be gaining anything really off of this. Yeah. Not really getting anything off of this. So yeah, we'll just fire off another Earthquake, because I can take a Moonblast. Roost. That's number 5. Yeah, she's pretty much saying exactly the same, so I'd need a min roll or something. But no, it looks like I'm getting pretty good rolls. Moonblast. We should live this. We do. Beautiful. And Hitmonchan claims Noctowl. Beautiful. Alright, so it's just Torterra. It's just Torterra. It's just Torterra left. Torterra. It's at about 50 now. Now it probably does Trailblaze here, maybe? don't think there's a way I can lose this, but if there is, then I'll probably find a way. I think I do actually just Drain Punch here, because Lilligant can come in and kind of deal with it afterwards. Kind of the worst case scenario is if it SDs, I go Lilligant and then it's Mental Herb. That could be pretty bad. So yeah, I'm just going to stay in a Drain Punch. We do about 40% of this thing. Yeah. And we're out of range of a Trailblaze. Yeah. Okay, so I think... Whew, just barely. Just barely. So I think Hitmonchan's going to be able to take this home. And I actually can't believe I'm fucking saying this, but... GWA low tier champions, I guess. GG's to Crep, absolutely fantastic game. Fucking have me sweating with that Noctowl, I swear to God. But yeah, pretty good game. Really good season. I'm kind of surprised. My first Wi-Fi championship. Thanks all the boys coming out and watching the videos. I really appreciate it. And I suppose I'll see you for whenever the next league is. Peace out.